Want to clarify something really fast because some people are questioning and they don't understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the Article 3, Section 2, Clause 1, that where a state is a party of any lawsuit, the Supreme Court has original jurisdiction. And people don't understand what to do with that and how to do that. And I just wanted to clarify really fast that the way you do that is they're going to try to send you to a magistrate court, okay? Because all what they call them judges, but they're not judges. There are no judges in this country, and the reason there are no judges is because the United States is a corporation, and just as Taco Bell and McDonald's cannot have judges. Neither can the United States Corporation. See, because when they incorporated, they reduced themselves to any other corporation, the status of any other person. They reduced themselves to the level of us people. And matter of fact, I would say even lower. And for the reason I say that is because the people, as the Constitution says, we're sovereign. Corporations are not sovereign. Okay, so with that said, sovereignty is the ultimate. So yes, the people are more powerful than the corporation. The problem we're having with the United States corporation is that they're using usurpation, meaning they're just using force, violence. They got all the guns, they got their cops, with guns, just literally killing people because their registration is out of date. It's insane what this corporate. Imagine Taco Bell pulling you over and then them guys pulling guns out on you and shooting you and stuff, saying, "Yeah, where's your registration? Show me your ID." And it is Taco Bell. Because honestly, there is no different from Taco Bell Corporation to the United States Corporation. Period. There is no difference. Prove me wrong. I challenge anybody to prove me wrong because I got case law, Supreme Court rulings, all kinds of stuff that say exactly, or back up anyway, exactly what I'm saying. So with this said, what you have to do is you got to understand there's what's called the Magistrate Act. Okay. If you haven't heard of the Magistrate Act, this is something that was put in place many years ago to give people the option, because since all courts have magistrates and not judges, then the Constitution requires the Supreme Court to hear all of your cases. Then it's by consent that they can hear your case in a lower court, because all courts other than the Supreme Court is a lower court. And as such, it requires consent of the people. So you can, and they don't have to tell you, this is the thing, they deceive you. They used to, when the Magistrate Act first came out, they had to inform you that it was by consent, and you had the option to say, you know what, I don't consent to this. I want to go to the Supreme Court. Well, now they kind of tuck that under the rocks and just hiding it, because just like they do everything with law, and they're making you have to figure it out, and they're not telling anybody anything. So you have to enforce that yourself by filing, motions basically saying that you do not consent to this magistrate court. You don't consent to any of it, and you are putting a counterclaim in to have that case, your case, moved to a federal court, and more specifically, court of record that is the Supreme Court, because the Constitution only authorized one court, and that's the Supreme Court. All other courts, especially since they incorporated, are not lawful. They are not constitutional, and we do not have to entertain them. We can resist. We could just not consent and just, when I file motions and stuff, I put my name, as my name is Joel Matson, but I put my name is Joel. I do not consent, Matson. I make very clear that I do not consent. And I think the last motion I sent in had I don't consent said, I think it was like 30 something times. You have to be very clear. I'm belligerent when it comes to law. I'm very belligerent with what I say. I'm very belligerent with my wording. I'm very belligerent with how I push things through, and then I stay on topic. I don't let them, take the conversation down rabbit holes that it doesn't need to go down. I stay on point. stay on point. And that's how you're going to win your case, is you have to stay on point, you have to understand the law, and you use it against them and just straight out file motions and counterclaims to have your case moved to the Supreme Court. And you simply do not consent loudly to a magistrate court. So there's that. I'll be saying, posting more videos about stuff like this to help you out. And one other thing to remember is put everything in affidavits too. Put everything in an affidavit and make them answer you in those affidavits. Ask questions in your affidavit, because anything that they don't deny, they admit. That's the maxims of law, is he who does not deny admits. So therefore, your affidavit, an unanswered affidavit, it is an admission to what you are claiming against them. So there you go. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Peace.